As Chinwe left Emeka's house with her luggage, her heart was heavy. She headed straight to her parents' home, not knowing what else to do. The sun was setting as she walked up the familiar path to the front door, hoping her parents would understand. Her mother was in the kitchen, busy baking some snacks for the church program the next day. She heard a knock at the door and quickly called out, Ngozi, Ngozi, please check who is at the door. The housekeeper, Ngozi, rushed to open the door and was shocked to see Chinwe standing there with her bags. Good evening, ma, Ngozi greeted, her eyes wide with surprise. Madam, it's your daughter, oh, she called out to Chinwe's mother. Hearing this, Chinwe's mother, still holding a tray of donuts, hurried out of the kitchen. Chinwe, she exclaimed, wiping her hands on her apron. This one you are here today. What happened? What are you doing here with all these bags? Why is your face like that? What happened? Do you fight? Do you fall? Do you fight with your husband? Her question poured out one after the other without giving Chinwe a chance to answer. Mama, let's talk in your room, Chinwe said softly, trying to stay calm. She signaled Ngozi to take her luggage inside, but her mother cut in sharply. No! What do you mean? Take the bags inside. Inside where? Carry which bags to where? Chinwe, you haven't told me why you are here, and you are telling her to take the bag inside. Apu go there, keep this bag here and talk to me. Tell me something. Her tone was filled with rising anger and suspicion. Chinwe, I hope this is not what I'm thinking of. I hope it is not what I am thinking. Are you hearing me? If it is, don't bother explaining yourself or saying anything. Just carry your bags gently and go back to where you are coming from. Queen Anum, can you hear me? Carry your bag gently and do what? And go back to where you are coming from. Chinwe stood there, feeling lost and overwhelmed, not knowing how to explain the situation. Her mother dismissed the housekeeper and turned to face her. I am listening. Akamneche, I'm still waiting for you. You are not saying anything. What's going on? She said as she crossed her arms. Chinwe's throat felt dry as she struggled to find the words. Mom, her voice cracked as she finally spoke the words she has been dreading to say. Mom, the marriage is over. It's over. Her mother's eyes went wide in disbelief. Chimo, Jesus Christ. My personal Lord and Savior. This cannot be happening. Oh, hey. Oh, Jesus. Don't allow my enemies to laugh at me, Chim. My God, don't allow my enemies to laugh at me. Oh, what are you saying? She cried out, her hands flying to her head. Chinwe, what do you just say? Please repeat that thing that you just said. Now I'm not hearing. Maybe I'm having problem with my ear. Repeat what you are saying. Chinwe, you said what? You said what? Chinwe, are you working with my enemies to shame me? Chinwe, did my enemies bribe you? Chinwe, do you want to disgrace this family? Chinwe, do you want to disgrace this family? Oh, Chimo, don't come and put me to shame. Oh, I will never be put to shame. I will never be put to shame. Her loud cries echoed through the house, waking Chinwe's father from his nap. He stepped out of his room, rubbing his eyes, and saw his wife walking up and down in the living room, shouting and yelling. While Chinwe stood with her head bowed down. What's all this noise about? Her father asked, confused and still half asleep. It's your daughter, oh, Nine, it's your daughter. It's your daughter, Chinwe Oshori Rapotam. Chinwe wants to disgrace me. Chinwe has paid my enemies to disgrace me. Chinwe wants to drag the reputation of this family to the mud. Chinwe wants to sell me out to my enemies. She says her marriage is over. She said her marriage is over now. Can you imagine? Can you believe it in Anukwa Akoko? Marriage that is barely 2 years. Oh, marriage that is barely 2 years. She's here with her bag, so she wants to come and be living with us. Now she wants to come and be living with us. What a regomo. Chinwe's father frowned, looking from his wife to his daughter. Chinwe, what's going on? He asked. What do you mean by the marriage is over? What happened between you and Emeka? Chinwe couldn't hold back the tears any longer. She looked at her father, her voice trembling. Papa, I can't live with him anymore. Things have happened. Things happened that I can't explain right now, Papa. I had to leave. Papa, trust my judgment. Trust me. In this one, I have to leave, Papa. Her mother hanger flagged up again. Leave. Chinwe, you said leave. Leave to where now? Up the living is not coming to this house. Leave to where? Leave back to your husband's house. Okwaya, is that what you are saying? Leave back to your husband's house, not here. You want to leave your marriage? Just like that. After everything we have done to make you get married. Chinwe, I carried you in my womb for 9 months. I born you. For you to make me proud. Not for you to come and be disgracing me. Chinwe, do you sell me to my enemies? Ego Kire, how much do you sell? Do you sell me to my enemies, Chinwe? You want to destroy the reputation of this family. What will people say? Chinwe, what will people say when they hear this? What will the church say? What will people say, Chinwe? Hey! It's okay, Chinwe's father said, trying to calm Chinwe's mother down. Chinwe's father stepped closer, his face serious. Chinwe, marriage is not something you can just walk away from. You must have a good reason. What happened? Did he hurt you? Chinwe shook her head. Papa, I can't talk about this right now. Please just give me some time. I need some time to be away from him. Her mother wasn't satisfied. Time for what, Chinwe? Time for what? Oh, are you expecting me to cover this up? People will ask questions, Chinwe. You married a pastor, a man everybody respects. And now you are telling me you've left him, Chinwe. No, you must go back and fix whatever that is wrong. Go back to your husband's house, Chinwe. Go back. God, what have I done to deserve this? My holy daughter, the one I bragged about, now coming back home like a failure. Chinwe, please think about this thing. Please, Chinwe, for the sake of this family, go back. Go back, please. Let her speak. Chinwe's father interrupted, his tone calm, but his eyes turned. Chinwe, sit down and explain. We need to know everything. Ngozi, he called. Come and take her bags inside. Chinwe's knees buckled and she sat in the nearest chair, her heart pounding in her chest. How could she tell them the truth? How could she make them understand that her husband wasn't who they thought he was? And that neither was she. She couldn't even bring herself to meet their eyes. Mother, pacing back and front, muttering prayers under her breath. This cannot be happening, she repeated over and over. Not my daughter, not in my lifetime. Chinwe's father sat across from her, his arms folded. You've always been a strong girl, Chinwe, but marriage is no small thing. You can't just walk away without a good reason. What did Emeka do? Tell us. Chinwe bit her lips. She couldn't tell them the full story, not yet. They wouldn't understand, and she wasn't ready to face their disappointment. Papa, it's more than I can say right now. Her voice shaky. Just know that I made the right decision for myself, Papa. Her father sighed deeply, his face hardened. Chinwe, I hope you are not rushing into this. Marriage isn't easy sometimes. Her mother cut him off, her voice rising again. Is this what I prayed for? For you to shame us like this, Chinwe? Do you know what people will say? The church, our family, everyone will ask why my daughter's marriage is failing. Chinwe, pity me now. Pity me, have mercy on me. Chinwe's eyes filled with tears. She had expected them to be upset, but the weight of their disappointment was crushing. She wanted to scream, to tell them everything, the lies, the betrayal, the tape that Emeka had used to trap her, but she couldn't. I just need time, Chinwe said softly, her hand trembling in her laps. I'm not asking you to understand everything right now. Just please, let me stay here for a while. Her mother's face softened, but only slightly. She let out a heavy sigh, shaking her head. I don't know what to say, Chinwe. You've put us in a difficult situation. People will ask questions, and I won't know what to tell them. Her father, still seated, looked at her with tired eyes. You can stay, Chinwe, but we need to talk more about this tomorrow. Whatever had happened, you need to face it, and we need to know what really led to this decision. You can't just turn up like this. Chinwe nodded, grateful that her father was at least willing to give her some space. But she knew this was only the beginning. She had escaped Emeka, but she hadn't escaped the consequences of her decisions. The truth about her marriage, her past, was bound to come out eventually. As the housekeeper quietly moved her bag into the guest room, Chinwe followed, her feet heavy with tiredness. She collapsed onto the bed, burying her face in her hands. She had never felt more lost in her life. But as she laid on her bed, the weight of everything crashing down on her, she knew one thing for certain. There was no going back. She would have to face whatever came next, no matter how painful it is. Next morning, Chinwe was jolted awake by the loud banging on her door. Startled, she quietly got up and unlocked the door, her heart racing. As soon as she opened it, her mother stood there, her face hard with frustration. Chinwe, her mother snapped, if you can't clearly tell us what happened between you and your husband, then pack your things and leave this house. You can't stay here, Chinwe. You just can't. Chinwe felt a cold shiver run down her spine as she looked into her mother's stern eyes. She opened her mouth to speak, but her mother didn't let her say a word. What will people say? What will the church say? Her mother continued, her voice racing with every word. Do you know the shame you are bringing onto this family? Me and your father has been married for 35 years. Chinwe, 35 years. And we are still going strong. But your marriage is barely 2 years old. And you're already here, running away. No, Chinwe. I said no on your behalf. This cannot and will never happen. Chinwe could feel tears welling up in her eyes, but she held them back. She wanted to speak, to explain everything, but the words were stuck in her throat. Pack your bags. Hurriedly pack your bags, her mother ordered. Her voice unheard, and go back to your husband's house. You have to fix your marriage, Chinwe. You have to fix it. That is where you belong. They've paid your bride price. They've paid your bride price fully. Your husband is not owing shishi. He's not owing toro. He's not owing us a dime. So pack your bags and go. Chinwe's hand shook as she stood in the doorway, feeling trapped and helpless. She don't know how to make her mother understand what she had been through, but the pressure was mounting. She knew that staying here was no longer an option. Her mother looked at her one last time, shook her head in disappointment, and walked away, leaving Chinwe standing there. She had come to her parents' house, seeking comfort and understanding, but instead she was being told to leave, to go back to a place that had broken her. With a heavy heart, Chinwe slowly gathered her things, her hand trembling as she packed her bags once again. She wasn't sure what she would do once she got back to Emeka's house. But she knew one thing: she couldn't stay with him, and she couldn't stay here either. As she walked out of her parents' home, her mind raced with possibilities. She needed to find a way out. With no other option in sight, she headed back to Emeka's house.